Good afternoon. So today's topic is on mental health program. So first of all, before starting the program, what is a mental health? It was a theme for WHO 2001, and the theme was Stop Inclusion, Dare to Care. That is those who are mentally ill. So it is they should seek medical advice at the earliest. So what is a mental health? It is balanced development of individual's personality, emotional attitudes which enable him to live harmoniously with his fellow men. So it is not only a matter of relation between persons, but it is actually relation of individual with the society, with the community in which the person is living. So this is a history of mental health in short. So mentally ill persons, earlier it was thought that those who are mentally ill, they are actually possessed by devils. ये कोई psychiatric illness नहीं मानी जाती थी, ऐसा माना जाता था they are possessed by devils. So they were locked up in jails. Then in early 20th century, Sigmund Freud publications led to new concept in treatment of mentally ill patients. So the treatment started in 20th century. So after 20th century, the mentally ill persons, they were treated, they were given treatment, they were admitted in hospitals. So what is the current trend? Complete integration of care of mentally ill patients with normal pattern of medical care. So nowadays mentally ill persons, mental health is also included in definition of health. WHO definition of health जो आप पढ़ते हो उसमें mental health भी include होती है. It is not only physical health but also mental health. क्या definition है WHO की health की? Yes, first bench, first student. Oh, it is not merely absence of disease, but it includes physical health, mental health, emotional, social, and spiritual also. Sit down. So, who is a mentally healthy person? किसको आप बोलोगे? क्या characteristics होती हैं? Free from internal conflicts, not at war with himself, well adjusted, accepts criticism, not easily upset, searches for identity, strong sense of self-esteem is there, knows himself, needs, problems, goals, actual self-realization, self-actualization is there, face problems and tries to solve them intelligently. So after knowing what are the characteristics of a mentally healthy person, how will you assess what are the warning signs of poor mental health? Are you always worrying, unable to concentrate because of unrecognized reason? Continually unhappy without justified cause? Browned off and constantly bitter? Always right and others are always wrong? Lose your temper easily and often? Emotionally dislike to be with people? Have numerous aches and pains for which no doctor can find a physical cause? So what is the magnitude? The problem of ill mental health, it is about 80% in developing countries. It is one third in children less than 15 years of age. And globally, if we see the figures, 450 million people are suffering from any mental disorder. So according to WHO, fourth leading cause of global burden of disease is depressive disorders. And if we see according to gender, 5.8% men and 9.5% women will experience depressive episode. in any given year. In India, if we see, the prevalence rate of mental health diseases is 58 to 73 per thousand, and it comprises of 30% of all causes of disability. So it affects almost 2% of the population. In millions, it is 7.7 to 14 million patients are there of mental health in our country, and out of these, 30% are children. So if we see the cases of mental disease according to severity, severe mental disease, the cases are about, prevalence rate is about 10 to 20 per thousand, and minor 20 to 60 per thousand. Now coming to types of mental illness. So the mental illnesses, they can be divided into two groups: major, that is psychosis, and minor is neurosis. So schizophrenia, manic depressive disorder, organic psychosis, so these are the 6 mental problems which are common: depression, suicide, schizophrenia, dementia, mental retardation, and epilepsy. Then coming to psychosomatic disorders, HT, ulcer, RA. What is HT? RA? Rheumatoid arthritis, hypertension, thyrotoxicosis, allergy, asthma. So how the diagnosis is made? By comprehensive mental examination. So first you have to assess intellectual ability, current state of consciousness, confusion or contact, mood or affect, lack of connectedness of thought pattern, presence of hallucination or delusion, distortion of thought and ideas, behavior patterns, personality. So for all these there is a questionnaire. जब साइकेट्रिक डिपार्टमेंट में आपकी पोस्टिंग होगी तो आप वहाँ पे देख सकते हो, कोई एक क्वेश्चनायर्स होते हैं, परफॉर्मर्स होते हैं जिनमें क्वेश्चंस होते हैं, तो वो सारे पेशेंट से पूछे जाते हैं और फिर स्कोर कैलकुलेट किया जाता है और उसके अकॉर्डिंग उसकी मेंटल स्टेट डिसाइड की जाती है. So epidemiology, schedule for affective disorders and schizophrenia, that is SADS, research diagnostic criteria. At the back many students they are talking. Why you are talking so much? Please be silent. So these are the different questionnaires which are used to assess the mental state of a person. So schedule for affective disorders and schizophrenia, research diagnostic criteria, structured clinical interview schedule, diagnostic interview schedule, composite international diagnostic interview. So इन सभी परफॉर्मर्स के अंदर डिफरेंट क्वेश्चंस होते हैं जिससे यस और नो या फिर उसमें ऑप्शंस होते हैं जिससे स्कोर्स कैलकुलेट होते हैं, अकॉर्डिंगली यू असेस द पेशेंट रिगार्डिंग उसकी मेंटल इलनेस, वेदर सिवियर है कि माइनर है, किस तरह की मेंटल इलनेस है. नाउ अबाउट द एजेंट फैक्टर्स. द etiology of mental health diseases is very complex, more functional, organic category, having biochemical or hormonal changes. The cause may be infection like mumps and rubella. Toxins may be responsible like lead or mercury because they affect central nervous system. Psychotropic drugs may be responsible. अगर patient इन drugs को लेता है तो इनके side effects हो सकते हैं, mental health को affect कर सकती है. Barbiturate, Griseofulvin. Nutritional deficiency अगर बहुत ज़्यादा severe है, thiamine की या iodine की, it may lead to it may affect mental health. Certain chronic disorders like TB and leprosy, इनके complications में mental health affect हो सकती है. Organic conditions like asclerosis, neoplasm of brain, degenerative processes and autoimmune processes, they may also affect nervous system, which may lead to mental illness. Exposure to radiation early in life, because it will lead to genetic damage, damage to neurons, may lead to mental health diseases. Then coming to the host factors. So effective in anxiety disorders, इनकी जो एज होगी it is about 18 to 35 years. Heavy alcohol drinking, it is seen in 20 to 40 years of age. Dementia, it is mostly seen in persons which are more than 60 years. Then coming to gender, male is to female ratio. The ratio is seen in depression, it is seen as 1:2. That is mostly, depression is mostly seen in females, and phobia, it is also mostly seen in females, 1:2 or 3. Confirmed difference in rates of substance abuse, anxiety and depression. No difference in rates of dementia and schizophrenia. It is almost equal in males and females. Now if we see ethnicity, there is no difference. Ethnic groups जो होते हैं different, Americans, Africans, Indo-Asians, ये सारे ethnic groups होते हैं, तो कोई difference नहीं है, ethnicity से कोई relation नहीं है इसका. But if we see affective disorders, they are more seen in white population, and enuresis, it is mostly seen in African American children. If we see marital status, then those who are single, separated or divorced, in these persons, depression and alcoholism, it is seen more. In married men, the mental illness is seen less. In married women, they are more depressed. These are all based on research. If we see social class, lower socioeconomic class will face more of depression, alcohol or drug abuse, and antisocial personality. Now familial aggregation, that is genetic, जो families में run करते हैं diseases, ऐसा देखा जाता है schizophrenia में. In case of monozygotic twins, 33 to 78%. In case of dizygotic twins, 8 to 28%. So if both the parents are mentally ill, then the risk is 40 times in children. In case of depression, the risk is 2 to 3-fold if any of the 1-degree relative is having mental health illness. If both the parents are affected, then this risk increases to 3-fold. Then coming to physical health status. If the person is suffering from any chronic condition like multiple sclerosis or cancer or diabetes, cardiovascular disease, thyroid or chronic pain, then in these patients the rate of depression is higher. 61% of seriously ill hospitalized patients, they have depression as compared to 21% of less ill patients. So mental health, it is connected to physical health status, and maybe related with season of birth. Winter or spring born, they may have more of schizophrenia. Environmental factors such as lead exposure, genetic factors, exposure to infectious agent, nutritional factors during pregnancy. So all these, they may affect mental health. Then coming to physical environment. If there is exposure at workplace to certain chemicals like lead, mercury, carbon monoxide, etc., then it may lead to CNS disturbances, because it will affect central nervous system. Mercury, it is a cause of hallucination, delusion, mania. Lead solvents, as seen in paint industry, lead solvents are there. If the person is exposed to these solvents for a long time, then it may lead to cognitive, neurasthenic symptoms, and may even suicidal tendencies can be seen. It also depends on social environment. If the environment is stressful, full of worries, frustration, unhappy marriage, there is problem of unemployment, conflicts are there in family, broken family or problem family is there, if poverty is there, certain events in life or insecurity in life, cruelty, rejection, neglect, social stigmas, कम्युनिटी ट्रॉमास, पोस्ट ट्रोमेटिक स्ट्रेस सिंड्रोम, कुछ ऐसी इवेंट हुई है लाइफ में जो बहुत ज़्यादा डिप्रेसिंग है, और फॉर एग्जांपल अ पर्सन हैज़ मेट विद अ एक्सीडेंट जो बहुत ही सीवियर था, तो उसके बाद में उसको पोस्ट ट्रोमेटिक स्ट्रेस हो सकती है, साइकिक नंबिंग, गिल्ट, so all these may lead to mental health illness. So there are certain crucial points in life cycle. Prenatal period. Prenatal period में अगर मदर किसी मेंटल हेल्थ, खुद उसकी मेंटल हेल्थ ठीक नहीं है, या कुछ ऐसी ड्रग्स हैं विच में अफेक्ट मेंटल central nervous system of fetus, so in prenatal period it may be affected. First 5 years of life are important because these are the years where nervous development is occurring. Then at school age, adolescent age and old age, these are the crucial points in life cycle which during these stages mental health may be affected more as compared to other stages. Then there are certain indicators of mental health. Indirect measures, rates of suicide, homicide, other acts of violence, crime, road traffic accidents, juvenile delinquency, alcohol and drug abuse, smoking, consumption of tranquilizers, obesity. If we calculate all these rates, किसी भी कंट्री के लिए, किसी कम्युनिटी के लिए अगर ये रेट्स हम कैलकुलेट करते हैं, तो we can get indirectly an idea of what is the status of mental health of that community. So how it can be prevented? Primary prevention: to improve social environment, promotion of social, emotional and physical well-being of all the people. So the living conditions, they can be made better, improved health and welfare resources to be provided in the community. There certain clinics, they may provide youth welfare and guidance clinics. School-based programs, they are targeted at prevention of teenage suicide, because in schools में कुछ उनको टॉक्स देके रिगार्डिंग मेंटल हेल्थ, स्कूल के जो बच्चे हैं उनकी मेंटल हेल्थ को इम्प्रूव कर सकते हैं और उनको गाइड करा जा सकता है. Now coming to secondary prevention, which includes early diagnosis and treatment by screening. So effective community resources, they may be provided for screening, early diagnosis. Screening programs, they may be initiated in various colleges, schools and industries. And during this screening programs, अगर किसी की mental health effect है, कोई ऐसा person है जो आपको मिलता है कि जो डिप्रेशन से सफ़र कर रहा है, यू मे रेफर him or her to higher centers. Family-based health services, they may be provided by family counseling, case work in marital conflicts, disturbed parent-child relationships. So all these can be solved by counseling. Stop talking. So what is the tertiary prevention? Minimize disability and rehabilitation by daycare programs, halfway home, self-help groups, rehabilitation of mentally ill persons. So there is a program run by Government of India, National Mental Health Program, which was launched in 1982, and it is included in primary health care approach provided to the community. So professional psychiatric supervision, it is given by district hospitals. In every district hospital there is a psychiatrist Referral services, they are provided by mental hospitals and mental health unit of the general hospital. So there is a separate unit in every hospital for providing mental health care. So by referring primary health care to referral, जो प्राइमरी हेल्थ लेवल पे कोई भी अगर मेंटली इल पर्सन रिकॉग्नाइज किया जाता है दैट पेशेंट इज रेफर्ड टू हायर सेंटर फॉर काउंसलिंग to mental health clinic. Now, what are the aims of this program? Prevention and treatment of mental and neurological disorders and associated disabilities, use of mental health technology to improve general health services, an application of mental health principles in total national development to improve quality of life. Then the strategies which are adopted under this program, integration of mental health with, yes, it meets the basic health needs of the society. So mental health, it is also integrated with primary health care. Provision of tertiary care institutes for treatment, eradicating stigmatization of mentally ill persons and protecting their rights through regulatory institutions like central and state mental health authority. Then the objectives adopted under this program, to ensure availability and accessibility to all in future, particularly to the most vulnerable and underprivileged sections of the population. To encourage application of mental health knowledge for development, to promote community participation, self-help groups in mental health services development, and to stimulate efforts towards self-help in the community. So those belonging to the community से ही कुछ persons जो हैं वो help करें, local persons, they should help to provide mental health services. Components. So there is a training program, public education to increase awareness and to reduce stigma, because people, they are not aware about mental health is also a problem. OPD and indoor services for early diagnosis and treatment, and rehabilitation of mentally ill persons. Data generation for future planning, improvement in service, and research. So the activities which come under this program, early diagnosis and treatment of mentally ill persons at village and sub-center level, including all those who are underprivileged. At primary health center level, then at district hospital level, there is a separate mental health OPD, mental hospital and teaching psychiatric units. Now, what are the services which are delivered at village and sub-center levels? So this is provided by male health workers and health supervisors. So they provide services like early detection of emergency and management. They provide the referral services, then follow-up of all mentally ill persons, patients is done, and liaison is done with school teachers and parents, and counseling is also done for such persons. Motivation is very important to take care of mentally ill persons. At PHC level, this service is provided by medical officers. So what are the services provided by medical officers? Supervision and guidance, diagnostics and management of emergencies, referral services are provided, and follow-up services. Surveillance is done to for early diagnosis of mentally ill cases, planning and implementation of the program. At CHC level, there is a specialist, psychiatry specialist is there at CHC level. So here there are 30 to 50 beds. There is provision for admission of such cases, treatment, and the therapy which is given for mentally ill persons, that is ECT, electroconvulsive therapy. This provision is also there at CHC level, and then referral services are there to refer complicated cases to higher center. At mental hospital and teaching units, psychiatrists are there. They provide these services actively and dynamically function in liaison to periphery. So these were the components of National Mental Health Program. Any questions?